This is section 2-1, the 4-step problem-solving plan on page 71. So this 4-step problem-solving plan is really great for helping you solve any word problem. We're going to go through the 4 steps and then we'll go through a problem and solve it. So step 1, first thing we need to do is explore the problem. So to solve the verbal problem, first we read the problem carefully and then explore what it's about. So we need to identify the information. What is there? What is it telling us? And then we need to determine what are you being asked to find. And once you've figured out those things, then you go to step 2, which is plan the solution. So one strategy that you can use to solve a problem is to write an equation. Choosing a variable to represent one of the unspecified numbers in the problem is called defining the variable. So once we've defined the variable, we then write an expression for the other unspecified numbers. So then step 3. We use the strategy that we chose in step 2 to solve the problem. And then once we've done that, once we've solved, we need to check our solution. And it's really important to ask ourselves, does this make sense? Does the information we found fit the problem? Does it make sense? If you solved a problem looking at the weight of a semi-truck and you came up with 10 ounces, you know that that's not going to be the right information. So then you have to ask yourself, okay, this doesn't make sense, and then you go back to step 1 and make sure you're identifying everything right, and then go through the steps again and again and check your solution. Okay, this is section 2-1, using the 4-step plan in action. So we're still on page 71. This is a real-world example, example 2. So we're talking ice cream here. And the information we have says that 20,000 gallons, 2 million gallons of ice cream are produced every day in the United States. So determine how many days it would take to make 40 million gallons of ice cream. So let's explore. Exploring, we know that 2 million gallons of ice cream are made every day. So we want to know how many days it will take to produce 40 million gallons. So the question we're trying to answer is how many days? How many days for 40 million? Which is much bigger than 2 million. Okay, so what is our plan? So we're going to write an equation. And the information we're looking for are days. So we are going to use the variable d, which is going to equal the number of days. So number of days. All right. So we have 2 million gallons per day. And per day means multiplication. So it's 2 million times the number of days. So we have 2 million times d would equal our 40 million. So now we have 2 times d equals 40 million. Or that'd be 2 million d equals 40 million. So looking at this, then we ask ourselves, what number times 2 million equals 40 million? And that is 20. So 20 times 2 million equals 40 million. So we can say D, our days, equals 20. Because that's how many days it will take to reach 40 million gallons. And now let's talk about our check. So if 2 million are produced in one day, then 2 million times 20, or 40 million gallons, are produced in 20 days. So this answer makes sense. It does check. Yes, this works. So So it's 2 million times 20 equals our 40 million, which is an awful lot of ice cream.